Bronkey and the Fermented Persimmons. The trouble started with the weather, as trouble always does in Egypt Township. It had been cool for 2 days, then warm for 4, then cool again in the way an Arkansas October can manage, like the atmosphere was trying on different personalities. In that kind of indecisive weather, persimmons do what persimmons are born to do. They fall, they split, they turn to sugar, and in the right conditions, they get rowdy. Down in the lower pasture, the old persimmon tree, the one the deer visit at night and the cows pretend not to depend on, had been dropping fruit like a drunk aunt slinging purses at a wedding. Warm days, plus fallen fruit, plus just enough moisture equals the kind of spontaneous fermentation that could take down a small horse, or in this case, a donkey. Bronkey found the windfall early that morning. He meant well. He always means well. He took a bite, then another, then a third, just to be sure he didn't dislike it. By the time he'd worked his way through the equivalent of half a quart jar's worth, his pupils had dilated to the size of nickels, and his legs had forgotten what gravity was for. When he stumbled back up toward the barn, it wasn't so much walking as it was improvised choreography, a sort of confused spiritual wobble, a pilgrim on a holy journey with no idea what the pilgrimage was about. He presented himself before General Beauregard and Okra like a man arriving late to church for his shirt on inside out. General Beauregard fluffed his chest feathers. "Well now," he said, in his customary tone of righteous suspicion, "this donkey is betwitched." Okra snorted once, the diagnostic grunt. "That's fermentation. I smell it from here. Smells like a possum threw up in a cider press." Bronkey tried to speak, but what came out was a loose assortment of syllables that did not appear to be affiliated with English, French, or any known dialect of donkey. Something like, wobble, something ain't right in my thoughts. The general paced around him with military seriousness. "Bronkey," he said, "are you drunk on tree fruit?" Bronkey blinked hard. I can't feel my knees." Okra nodded, authoritatively. "Yep, that's the fermentation liquor talking." Bronkey sat down in the dirt with a kind of delicate care, as if he were parking a brand-new car in a tight garage. I don't mean to alarm anybody, but I think my brain is leaning." The general sighed, not unkindly. "It's all right, soldier. Happens to the deer every year. Saw a raccoon forget his own name last fall." They got him water. They kept him in the shade. Okra supervised, because Okra does not trust donkeys to metabolize alcohol responsibly. After an hour, Bronkey regained use of his sentences. "Well," he said at last, standing shakily, "I have decided 2 things. Number 1, I ain't eatin' no more persimmons that smell like that. Number 2, I've learned that fall can be dangerous." The general nodded, satisfied. The lesson, he proclaimed, is simple. If the fruit smells like it's trying to start a conversation with you, do not ingest the fruit. Okra grunted the 3rd grunt, the official sign that the crisis had passed. Bronkey stretched his neck, blinked at the bright autumn light, and swore an oath right there in the barnyard. "By my honor, I ain't drinking no more tree beer." The general approved, but under his breath he whispered, "We'll see."